Hello, welcome back to another episode of Bourbon and Ash. Today, I just found out that Buffalo Trace is releasing their 2024 Antiques collection. For those of you who don't know, every year, Buffalo Trace Distillery, owned, of course, by Sazerac, releases its antique collection, which consists of 5 bourbons and whiskeys, including the Eagle Rare 17, the George T. Stagg, the Thomas Handy Sazerac Straight Rye, the Sazerac 18-year-old Kentucky Straight Rye, and of course the William Larue. Let's go over this really quickly. I've always been a pretty huge Buffalo Trace fan, most of their products, and always looking forward to each year when they release their antique collection. Now, their MSRP on this year's collection is such suggested retail. Let's see here. Yeah, the limited edition Buffalo Trace Antique Collection bottles are sold individually and available nationwide for a retail price of $149.99. Let's begin with the William Larue Weller Bourbon. The 2024 William Larue Expression is aged 12 years, and the barrels are stored on the lower level floor of the house at the Buffalo Trace Distillery. They are barreled at entry proof of 114. The Weller Expressions are among the most medaled American whiskeys, most recently the 2024 Global Whiskey Challenge Award, awarded to last year's Weller Bourbon Best of Class North America during the 2024 Global Whiskey Challenge. Next on the list, we have the Eagle Rare 17-year-old bourbon, and this is bottled at its initial strength of 101 proof. Last year's 17-year-old marked the oldest expression of its whiskey collection since its founding, and it took top honors at several of the major spirit competitions, including the 2024 Whiskeys of the World competition, where the 19-year-old whiskey won a double gold and best in class medal. Let's move on to the third, George T. Stagg Bourbon. The George T. Stagg Bourbon was released by Buffalo Trace Distillery beginning in 2002 in response to consumer requests for well-aged barrel-strength whiskey. The George T. Stagg is bottled at 136 proof from barrels aged over 15 years and 2 months. The 2024 International Whiskey Competition awarded George T. Stagg last year first place for the best of bourbon, American, and Kentucky whiskeys. Fourth on the list is the Sazerac 18-year-old rye whiskey. This is bottled, of course, at 18 years and 5 months with an unknown proof. The 2023 Sazerac 18-year-old was awarded a gold outstanding medal at the 2024 International Wine and Spirit Competition. Last but not least on the list is the Thomas Handy Sazerac Straight Rye Whiskey. This one is aged at 125 proof, aged over 6 years. The uncut unfiltered whiskey is now 127 proof, bumping it up from last year's proof of 125. The 2023 Thomas Handy Sazerac was awarded a double gold medal at the 2024 Singapore World Spirits Competition. The Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, of course, is one of America's most celebrated whiskey collections, and its expressions are among the most medaled in the U.S. among American whiskeys. If you're fortunate enough to own one or more of these bottles, congratulations. I myself would like to be part of that category. I just can never, ever get my hands on any of them. But there you have it. Some cool news from Forbes magazine, releasing an article of Buffalo Trace's new releases including the 2024 Antique Collection. Leave some comments if you've had an opportunity to have any of these or any of the previous years. Please hit that like and that subscribe. And as always, please drink responsibly.